Hello, welcome back to Butterfly Box 78. Right now I'm doing general reading mid-month for October, and I'm not really going to put a time frame on it, but this is a general reading. I'm doing it by the elements. The next element that I'm on is all water signs. So this is for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is general reading for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And we're going to be using all the decks today in order to clarify, get wisdom, get advice, and more clarification. All right, give me just a second. Let me meditate. These readings may or may not resonate with you. If they do, fine. If they don't, that message isn't for you. Also, again, the disclaimer is that, I just read off of the energy. So I want you all to know that I am not a fortune teller. I just read off the energy and my intuitive insight, and just that, you don't have to do anything I say, because this is completely free will. This is up to you. For a lot of people, this is entertainment purposes. For some people, they do take it more seriously. So please be careful about what you comment. Definitely like and subscribe. I would love that. Please like and subscribe. Definitely. Spread the word. Like, subscribe, share. All right, give me just a moment. I'm going to meditate, and we're going to feel where the energy is. It's for all water signs. Okay, came to me fast. The energy is in the head. Ooh, kind of like a tickle on my brain. All right. All right, so it looks like water signs, you guys are actually coming up out of something. You might have gone through, I don't know, a breakup is what it's looking like, with the Two of Cups in reverse. It's telling us that you could have been, there could have been some type of disillusionment. Maybe you thought that something was a lot more deeper, overindulgence. This was definitely something happened with the person that you were dealing with. But you're realizing that maybe you're coming up out of a honeymoon phase with somebody that you're dealing with. But also you have temptation in reverse, which means that you're free from something. You had it been in the upright, you would have been tempted, but the temptation reverse is showing us that you are no longer tempted. Also, the Seven of Staves, where you might have been fighting about something or having a fight in your head. It's telling us that you no longer have to worry about that, because you're past the pettiness. You're not gonna, you're not gonna indulge in that anymore. And then the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So there's a lot of clarification that we're gonna have to do. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse is saying to us that like there's an overindulgence. You may be spending too much money. It's like too much money you're spending, and whatever it is that you're doing, you're not even able to really actually enjoy it. Like, it's okay, but maybe you did it because you were trying to keep up with somebody or something, but it's no longer working for you. All right, let's get some clarification. You got a lot of stuff in reverse. Let's see. Please clarify the Two of Cups. Please Queen in reverse. Queen of Cups in reverse. Please clarify the Queen of Cups in reverse for it. Okay. So, emotionally, the Queen of Cups is telling us that there was some type, you were very overwhelmed. There was just too much emotion. It needed to be it needs like sorting out whoever you're involved with. And I do believe this is more of even though this is a general reading for all water signs, there's somebody that you've been dealing with, and emotionally it's just like it's very overwhelming, because now you're at the Four of Swords, which means that you are in a time of healing. This is turning out actually to be very beautiful. Please clarify temptation in reverse. Please clarify temptation in reverse. Please clarify temptation in reverse. Yeah, you're no longer tempted by this person. Okay, movement. All right, so apparently either you or the person that you were dealing with is not moving forward. Please clarify movement. Fertility, yeah. So where you are probably, or that person is wanting to be starting something new, you're not making any moves towards that person in order to start something new. Just clarify the Seven of Staves. Please clarify the Seven of Staves. No, this is too much. But we will take this one. The Nine of Staves. So I think maybe where you felt trapped before, you're no longer feeling this way. The Nine of Staves upright kind of is telling us that, you know, you needed to walk away. You needed to take a break. There's a person or something that you've been working on that you needed to heal from. You weren't making any movements on it. I think that you were resisting the temptation to do something maybe in order to get to where you wanted to get that may not have served you an exact purpose. But you did get the fertility upright, so maybe being still was the best thing for you to do in order to get to the Nine of Staves, which is telling us again that you need to take a look at the plan or what it is that you're trying to do. All right. Please clarify the Nine of Pentacles. Please clarify the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, Princess of Cups in reverse. So again, walking away strongly, from something or someone. Please clarify the Princess of Cups. Ooh, satisfaction. So there is a wish that you had, and it is now being fulfilled. So you walked away. The Princess of Cups in reverse is telling us it's almost like you walked away. Maybe you needed to get out of your fog of, it's almost like, hey, the honeymoon stage is over. And then you got the Nine of Cups upright, which is telling us that there's a fulfillment of a wish. So because of the outcomes and them being upright, I can read this is that you healed. You're healing, or you have healed, or you're in the healing process. There will be the beginning of something new, like birthing of something new. You are going to be more methodical on your approach or your plan to enter into the next phase of whatever it is that you're doing, and you're going to be receiving emotional satisfaction. I've actually never read that way, but because this is a general reading and we are doing this for water signs, you know, a lot of times with water, you know, it's very emotional. You guys are all over the board. You could be dealing with fire sign, because that kind of is heavily, you know, it shows up in your chart, but I mean on the board. But anyway, I'm just saying that, you know, this reading is very positive. It's telling you that you will be, in the end, very emotionally satisfied with decisions. I think that you might have been dealing with somebody, though, in the past that didn't bring any of the emotional satisfaction. You kind of had to, you know, learn that, okay, I don't want to do this. This isn't working for me, you know. And it could have been like a new situation with somebody, but then you realize, I'm not sure if I really like this or not. So you decided to move away from it. And as a result, you know, that kind of gives us that freeing from temptation. You know, you might have been lured in by looks, but you're definitely free from the temptation that it had in the past. Okay. Let's go ahead and get the path of wisdom. Please give me the path of wisdom. Yeah. So I think because the energy I felt was around in the head area, it definitely is showing water signs that you actually are on really the right path. When it comes to making decisions, sometimes you have to clear out everything in order to see what's best for yourself, because a lot of times, water signs, you are like so stuck in your feelings, and the problem is that you get drowned, you know, by your emotions, you know, and not really making the best decisions for yourself, because it's too emotionally charged. Okay, let's go ahead and get the path of wisdom. Okay, really nice. This is a good one. So we got the oppression as the first one in the upright, and I think that has to do with, you know, before you may have been in an oppressive state, especially because it's in the upright. It's telling us that there's something that you kind of were blocking yourself. But I think that because of the sun in the background in this particular card, it's letting us know that you're understanding what happened and you're moving out of your own way. Because next we have the sun in the reverse, which means that you are understanding that there's a certain type of you need to let the sun shine on, you know, shine on you, within you. You know, it doesn't mean that you have to shine for everybody else. It just means that, you know, you need to be open to letting things clear its way. And I feel like that this kind of coincides with what this is telling us here. 10 of water, which is fulfillment. So, you know, here you are getting an overabundance. You know, there's lots of fulfillment that you're going to be receiving. However, you know, you need to be careful about what you're letting interfere. So this may mean getting out of your own head. Don't take it out on anybody else. And don't let any outside decisions, don't let the decisions that you made, that any of the influences from the outside, you know, hurt you. The next is really one of my favorite cards. My son always talks about that he gets this card, is the grandmother. And it's in reverse, but this is telling us that, you know, whatever it is that you are planning on doing, you're going to be definitely receiving the rewards. And this is something that is going to last. It has a lot of longevity to it. And because of that, it is a new thing. It's the grandmother holding the grandchild with the tortoise in the water. So emotionally, everything is going to be very fulfilling, whatever it is that you got going on. So, and I do believe that this just means that you are ready to, because it's coming towards you and it's in the reverse. It just means that you're making the right decisions and maybe moving away from things that you realize that aren't beneficial. We also have the mother of fire. We know that the mother is the caretaker, the nurturer. And so whatever that fire that you have burning within, just keep it going. You know what I'm saying? In this picture, she's very happy. And then also we have daughter of fire. So I don't know if you're nursing something new, but it is showing us that, whatever it is that, God is calling you, and, you can put it up in prayer. Maybe saging your home might be very beneficial for you to clear out all the negativity, doing some meditation and balance. That's going to be a big thing, because it shows here that you're healing from something, that wasn't benefiting you. Let's go ahead and let's get an inner advice. Inner advice for water sign, please. Inner message for water sign. What is that? Water sign. Please give me the inner message for water sign. Okay. 3 cards, we'll take them. All right, the first inner message is listening for the truth. All right, water, sometimes you guys have that stubborn tendency to not want to, you're more moved by the emotion. So when something is telling you the truth, you guys go straight to your feelings, like as if it could possibly be a personal attack on you, but it isn't. It's just the truth. And the truth should always be known, especially if you are unaware of it. So you have to listen for it. Even in this card, she has a seashell. You guys are water signs, Pisces, fish in the water, chasing itself. Cancer, the crab, in and out of water. And what is it? Scorpio, same thing, in and out of water. So you need to be listening for what the truth is telling you. The next one, wow, this is so much, you guys. Diving for the light. So while you're in the water, you know what I'm saying, in your emotion, you need to be diving for the light. You need to be looking, for that light. How, and really understanding how these messages are moving you and bring it into form. You need to start whatever it is, whatever wisdoms, whatever messages that you're getting, you need to bring them into form. Bring that towards you, because that's really going to elevate you to that next level. Let's go ahead and get the wisdom. Please give me the wisdom for water signs for the October general reading. Please give me the wisdom for water signs. Please give me general reading. Something's saying this one. Dove, take a leap of faith. That's beautiful. It's telling you really to have faith and move forward. Okay? And I don't know if it's because of the new thing that you're started, but if you do, apparently it's going to be, it's definitely going to be emotionally satisfying. For sure. Yeah. And then At the bottom of the deck, I found Owl, which is follow your intuition. And again, that kind of backs up the grandmother card, you know, following your intuition, following the wisdom. Okay, it's beautiful. Whew. Let's get, these readings be taking the most out of me. So I guess the energy that I was feeling was in my headspace. And so this is telling us, you know, that it's time to remove yourself a little bit from your emotions. You know what I'm saying? And focus more on your head and not so much in your emotions. So that way you can make these wise choices. Because it definitely is telling us that it's there. It's coming forward. It's what's happening, you know. And apparently you guys have been doing some overindulging emotionally and financially. So you guys need to tighten up on that spending. You know, again, you guys have nothing to prove to anybody. You know, it's not about you guys keeping up with the Joneses. We know you're water signs. You can. You have nothing to prove to anyone. You know what I'm saying? Except for yourself, you know. And it doesn't require anything but the love of who you are and what you're doing and staying faithful. All right, ceremony. Honor how far you've come. So just understand that whatever it is that you've been doing, you know, especially with the healing card, think about where you were a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, and you should be happy because apparently there's been quite a bit of growth. Celebrity, shine like the star that you are. Again, you know, we saw this in the fire sign reading. You know, so apparently there, because we're in the Aries moon, there's something that's wanting everybody to shine. And key is the overall energy. Seek no further. Your aha moment is at hand. So, you know, to me, this goes along with fertility and the 9 of Cups because there is emotional satisfaction. Okay. And let's just follow up with this. Let's see where you guys, what space you guys were in as far as sexual magic love. Need more clarification. Okay, 2 of chalices. So this is telling us that 2 cups, 2 of chalices in this particular deck is telling us involvement. So it's saying that love-wise, I believe that, again, this was disillusionment about maybe a love or a situation that you were in. What's this one? The World card. Okay. So the World card represents fixed signs that you could have been dealing with. And you can look those up. You can Google what fixed signs are. But you could have been dealing with fixed sign. And the World is that possibly through healing, there could be completion in a relationship. Yeah, with the Sun. All right, so, and I wasn't, my instinct told me to go ahead and pull the next card. All right, so you got the Sun over here too. So I don't know, you could have been in a relationship, but you were in a relationship from the past that you healed. You are no longer tempted by things that you were tempted by before. You didn't have to be any movement. There's no movement because there's fertility. Somebody may have been coming towards you. You stopped fighting. What does it say under here? You have your plan in order. And there is a possibility of a really good relationship. And again, the Nine of Cups definitely goes along with this reading because the sun is shining on the new thing that you will be moving yourself into. If it has to do with a relationship or even work related. But I really think this has to do with relationship and kind of understanding, healing, and not being your heart space, but being more in your head space is going to get you a lot further, especially with making decisions when it comes to new situations and new energies that you are willing to let in. I think that that's really important, water signs. All right, guys, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. It's just a general reading. It may or may not resonate. If it does, great. If it doesn't, oh well. Maybe better luck next time. I hope that, you are able to like, share, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. And please continue watching. I love you all. Butterflybox78. You can find me on Instagram at butterfly_box78. Please check out the 13-minute video that I have about the new things that are coming up for Butterfly Box, especially manifestation boxes that I'm going to be retailing, things of that nature. So just let me know, and or I will be letting you guys know. And that was a general reading. Again, these don't have a time frame. It's just a general outlook of what's could possibly be going on, especially at this moment in time. We're in a new moon for Aries. So there's lots of transition and newness that's coming about currently. You all have a wonderful day, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.